Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for watching part 3 of this 4-part tutorial brought to you by Taking It Global and their program Create to Learn at Home in partnership with Imaginative. So we covered a bunch of things in part 1, 2, and 3. Part 4 is about how to create a voice demo reel. Part 4 is about how to create a voice demo reel. Now, voice demo reel, very similarly to what we were talking about in terms of a film demo reel, is meant to sell yourself as an actor in terms of voice work. There's a bunch of different categories of voice work that you can get, and it's recommended, depending on who you talk to have a different voice demo for those specific categories. So, for instance, animation.
Do you believe in fairies? They're not as friendly as once thought. First, they bite.
You want to have a separate voice demo reel in animation than you do for video games.
You see, your friend owes me money, Mr. Drake. A lot of money.
Of all the sunrises in North America, this is the first. The yawn and stretch of a new day.
Okay? Those are different styles, and it's nice to hear the different styles in the streamline, I guess. And, you know, even within those categories, you could also have different voices and different accents that you work into them. So it's recommended to have at least those 3 set up. Now, very similarly to the video demo reel, you could actually do this at home. It might require an upgrade in terms of equipment, you know, in terms of sound, because you want to get some high quality sound, or at least some sound that's a little bit better than your phone. I should practice what I preached, because in the previous videos I didn't use my sound equipment. I bought a couple of things online, again, not very expensive. I got a condenser mic, I have a filter, and I have a preamp that all plug into my computer, and I use a software called Audacity. And Audacity is free online. You can just go to their website and download their software.
It's a pretty simple software to maneuver around. And if you're having some issues, you can always go to YouTube, and there are plenty of tutorials online, people offering advice on how to use Audacity. Now, that's for PC users. If you're a Mac user, you have GarageBand pre-installed on your computer. Very similarly, you know, there are tutorials online if you're having issues maneuvering that software as well. Now, a little bit different from what we talked about in the video demo reel, you do want to use some music in terms of setting the mood for your specific track, okay? And there are plenty of websites out there that offer free, license-free music. This one is freeplay.com. This is what I used in my first couple of voice demo reels that I had when I first started out. You know, have a listen, you know, browse some of these things. You can search by feel, you can search by music style. In any event, you want to get some music into your tracks just to help you in terms of support, okay?
Very similarly, again, to the video demo reels, one thing that I highly recommend is checking out the talent agents' websites to listen to other actors' voice demo reels. And you're going to get a feel for how it works and the tone and the length. Voice demo reels are a lot shorter than video demo reels. The recommended length of those is between 1.5 to 2 minutes long. A lot of the time, from what I've heard from people who cast voice jobs, is that they're able to almost pretty much tell right away whether or not you're the right voice for them. So you want to use your best first. You want to go with your best voice, your best accent, your best quality first in your voice demo in order to make sure that people are actually listening to what you got. You can actually go online and find these scripts for different voiceover work. You can find yourself scripts for commercials. You can find yourself scripts for video games, whatever the case may be. Use those at home in combination with what I would consider maybe a little bit of an upgrade in terms of equipment. Using your phone might be okay if that's all you have, but if you can afford to buy a little USB mic that goes into your computer, or I bought a condenser mic with a preamp, for under $100, I think. Now, once you've actually gathered some of these scripts, you can go ahead and work them over and over again. Okay? Make sure you're prepared before you start recording. You get into the recording studio or booth at a job, and you have to be well prepared. So the same goes for your demo reels. I think it's nice to practice that. Now, when you're at home and you don't have a studio or booth, the best thing to do is get yourself into a very small room if you can, a closet or, a closet. And surround yourself with some clothes. If you don't have that, the next best thing is to actually use a blanket. If you take a blanket and put it over yourself and the microphone, it actually helps contain the sound, and it kind of, you hear some trucks back there. I don't have that going on right now, but what that blanket would do is actually help reduce that noise and keep your voice within the range of the microphone, okay? And once you're happy with that, once you're happy with the ones that you pumped out, you can actually combine that with your video demo reel and your headshot, of course. And you can start sending that off to agents. And that's going to give them a good idea of what you can do as an actor. And just, as the years go on and you get some work, you can start inserting some of that stuff into your video, into your voice demo reel. Use some of the commercials that you booked and start putting them into your voice demo reel. And by the end of the day, before you know it, everything in your voice demo reel is actually going to come from work and not from your living room or whatever they call your closet. All right, Woomies, everyone. Thanks for watching.